everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a fun topic because we're talking about something that I love talking about, and we are going to be talking about Taylor Swift. However, I'm going to preface this by saying I have not always been a Taylor Swift fan. And I'm gonna kind of tell you a little bit about how I became a millennial Swiftie and why I truly love her as an artist, as a person, as a role model, all those things. So we are going to dive in, so stick around. Okay, welcome back. So if you have stumbled upon this video, chances are you are either one of two things. You either absolutely adore and love Taylor Swift, or you absolutely cannot stand her and you don't see what the fuss is about. Am I right? Let me know in the comments which one of those you are, because I actually started out as number 2. When she first became famous or became popular on the country scene, I didn't get what all the hype was about. Like, I didn't think she had a very good voice. I used to actually sing and perform and do stuff, and so I just didn't like her vocals. I didn't like the way that she sang. I didn't get the music. I didn't get the whole thing. So her first album she released was Taylor Swift, Her Name. Her second album that she released, I believe, was Fearless. I still didn't get it. I didn't get the whole hoopla and everything about her. I thought she was overrated. Every time I saw her perform on like an award ceremony or something on the TV, I felt like she was flat. She didn't hit her notes. I didn't get it. So the one album that kind of made me start questioning, okay, maybe I get it. Maybe I get a little, I can understand why people like it. And that was the Speak Now album. So when Speak Now, that was her third album that came out. I think why it was so special to me, I think it debuted in 2009. Like I said, I'm an older Swiftie here. But in 2009, I was actually pregnant and about to give birth to my very first child, Parker, who is now 14. So that was a very special time in my life. I can remember it like yesterday. And just not knowing what's going to be in store in this parenting journey and all that. Well, some of the songs that she released on that album, specifically one of them, Never Grow Up, is that song to this day. I can listen to it and cry every single time. And so once I started saying, okay, well, some of her stuff is okay. Some of it's kind of catchy. Some of it's a little sing-along. I wasn't 100% a Swiftie at that time, but that was the moment that I started, really thinking, okay, maybe there's something there. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons of why I have become a Taylor Swift fan, a Swiftie, and why I love her. And if there's anything that you want to add or take away, let me know in the comments, okay? Okay, so she is a very talented musician. And one thing I've learned as I've gotten older is there's more than one way to be talented. So, for instance, I'm going to give this example. The Beatles is one of the best-selling bands of all time. They were super famous. Everybody knew about them, knows their songs, the words of their songs. I'm not a Beatles fan. That's not taking away anything from the Beatles, because they're insanely talented and are great at their craft. It's just not my type of music that I'm going to gravitate towards, okay? So I can totally see that. What I don't understand is the people who, like, absolutely cannot stand Taylor Swift, and they, like, won't give her any kind of props because I don't know if she's overplayed. They don't like her style of music. They don't like her songwriting. They think she's ugly. I mean, people are going to, let's be honest, people throw rocks at things that shine. So I don't get that at all, because you have to give her props. She is insanely talented. Not only is she an amazing singer-songwriter, she plays the guitar, she plays the piano. I'm sure there's other instruments that she plays that I don't know about either. But she's so good at writing those catchy lyrics and those emotional lyrics that really get you invested in the song. And I was reading just some trivia and some facts about her to share in this video. And one thing that really stood out to me, in all of her 17 years of performing and touring and going on stage, she has only ever canceled one show ever in her entire career. Like, I mean, even if you don't like her, I know you've seen some live video of her Eras tour on TikTok, and like the amount of effort and work and entertainment and lighting and sound and like every little detail is thought through, and she is a showman through and through, whether you like her music or not. So that's number one. She is very talented. Number two, I do believe she is a very inspiring role model. Now, I don't think we should put celebrities up on a pedestal, because they're people like anybody else. But some people do seem to have it a little bit more together than others. And so she has a positive influence on her fans. But the biggest thing that I love her for is the way that she stands for body positivity, mental health, feminism, equal women's rights. All those are things that are very important to me, because I am a woman who deals with mental health issues and body positivity issues, if I'm being honest. And someone like her, which people nickname and call her Barbie doll and Blondie, and she could be a supermodel because she's so tall and thin, and but she struggles with her issues just like everybody else does. And so no one is immune to that, and just the way that she is an advocate for those things, I truly admire her for it. Another one, she's a huge advocate in the LGBTQ positive category, and the way that she incorporates them into her dancers and the way that she performs on stage, just like it's normal, and any, there's nothing abnormal about a, woman or a woman couple or a man couple. Like, it's just how it is, like, and it's not a big deal. And I love that. And I think she's amazing. Reason number three, her evolution as an artist, because like I said, she started out, I love country music, don't get me wrong. But back in the day, I loved Faith Hill, Shania Twain. Like, those are my go-to country artists, okay? I didn't get the Taylor Swift thing when she was initially started out in the country, and I don't know if it was more of the nasally sound or the twang, and I don't think she had honed in to what she was as an artist yet, if that makes sense. I think that time there were still a lot of people that were trying to tell her how to behave, trying to tell her what kind of artist she was going to be, and they were making decisions for her, even though she was writing her music and doing her thing. I think that's when we see her come full circle later in her career, when she stopped doing that, when she stopped being that people pleaser. She was older, she was wiser, more experienced. She knew what she wanted to put in an album, and that's what we get from that. And so I'm also gonna talk, I've mentioned Speak Now earlier. She recently just re-recorded Speak Now, so there's now Speak Now Taylor's version. And I was going back and looking, did you know that Speak Now, her original album, is the only album that she wrote every single song on there by herself? There were no other co-writers with that album. Isn't that amazing? Like, that's crazy to me, because I'm going through listening to the Taylor's version now, and I'm like, oh my God, I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. Like, I didn't realize how many great hits are on that Speak Now album, and the new vault tracks are money. So if you haven't listened to it on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, you need to go ahead and listen to it, because it's pretty much amazing. Reason number four, I think this one is probably the biggest one for me. The way that she connects with her fans. She is the perfect example of someone who will take her social media presence, no matter if it's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. And I know I'm not stupid. There's only so many hours in a day. I know she's got people that she hires to respond for her, but the way that she even puts in the effort of responding back, retweeting, and resharing things to her stories that other fans have posted. Like, all that is noticed, and she does stuff like that all the time, and she purposefully wants to connect with her fan base. I mean, there's a whole new word, Swiftie, that originated because her fans, the devotion her fans have for her and the way that she has devotion back for them is truly remarkable. Like, I was talking to a friend that went to one of the Eras concerts the other day, and not full-fledged Swiftie, okay, but they wanted to go, and they were like, oh my God, I feel like I joined a cult. Like, I feel like it's kind of to that level, because when you're in the midst of the sea of all those people that speak Swiftie, and like, it's so crazy. And that's one reason why I love watching the TikToks and all that from the concerts, is because I feel like I'm immersed and that I'm there for that experience as well. And she just does it so good. Another thing that she gives us fans is what's called Easter eggs. So if you're not in the rabbit hole of this, she does like to play puzzly games and surprise her fans with lots of things, whether that's a new album or a re-record or a video or anything like that. And she likes to hint in her projects as to things that are going to come. So you can do a complete deep dive on that, and try to put together clues and figure out what she's trying to tell her fans before it actually comes out. To me, that is fun, because it's like being a fan and solving the Taylor Swift puzzles with other people who are Swifties at the same time, and it's fun. So reason number 5 is her influence on pop culture. This kind of goes back to her evolution as an artist, but you know, we have, not only is she known for her music and her lyrics and her songwriting, but just her influence on pop culture when it comes to fashion. Like, there's been tons of trends that have started from it. Not only that, but she's also, you know, she sold a lot of albums, and people, you know, are going to be remembering her for that. But I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a bonus one as well. So the bonus is, I really and truly think that you probably have to be a certain type of personality to like her music, is like Swifties like it. And what I mean by that is that I know I'm an empath. I am deeply empathetic when it comes to music and animals and all that other kind of things. And so when I can hear a really well-written song with lyrics that tell a story, because let's face it, when an artist can tell a story and take you along that story with them, that emotional connection is made. And when that emotional connection is made, like, I mean, you get these different types of endorphins. And I love that feeling of listening to a song and listening to that story, and I can place myself in that story and relate it back to something that either I've been through or that I'm going through. And the resolution of that song just gives me such a feeling that there's really no words to describe it. And I really think that's the biggest reason why I'm a Taylor Swift fan. Because it's just so much more than the music, though. It's the music. It's her personality. It's her devotion to her fans. It's the hidden Easter egg game that we all play together and tried to solve the Taylor Swift puzzle. It's the way that she impacts society and culture in a positive way, because I don't know if y'all watch the news, but there's a lot of crap out there. And so if someone can make me happy and make me want to turn the radio up and sing and dance to their lyrics and think about happy thoughts or even sad thoughts, But if that music can heal me in a way, then of course I'm going to be devoted and I'm going to love that person. And that is why I am a Taylor Swift fan. So if you resonate with any of that, I want to know if there's any reason that you love her as an artist. I want to know. So drop me a comment and don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button. Thank you. I will see y'all next time.